Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kryptonite. So let's dive in.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kryptonite, the crypto investor channel. I'm Boris. Let's dive in. So I'm here with Colton today. Hi, Colton. How you doing?
Hi, Boris. How are you doing today?
Good. All right. So let's dive in our current subject. So today we're going to be talking about.
We're going to be talking about crypto and sports. The big news that came this week was Staples Center being renamed to Crypto.com. It's
Mhm.
the largest deal. It's the largest deal ever. They outbid Staples Center. Staples Center's been the official logo sponsor since 1999. So this is huge for crypto in general. They're on jerseys already. The Portland Trailblazers have a coin on their jersey. The Miami Heat have a coin on their jersey. They're actually changing their name too as well. The Miami Heat used to be called American Airlines. They're now going to be, I believe, let me just double check. I believe it's FTX. Yeah, they're going to be an FTX sponsor. FTX is taking over. FTX, has, the arena rights. They have the jersey rights, but they also sponsored with, one of the largest esports, video games, that's becoming big, TSM. And they're now, their official partner. And, another large thing FTX did was just partnered with Major League Baseball. They're the official cryptocurrency exchange for Major League Baseball. I don't know if you guys are big into sports, but if you saw from, All-Star break all the way to postseason, the actual umpires, finally had patches or advertisements on their jerseys, and it actually was the FTX coin. So
Yeah.
sports and crypto, are kind of going hand in hand, and you kind of see, the everyone in the crypto world, spending their marketing budget on, sports related, advertisement, and this is something, taking, sports and crypto by the storm.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like you were saying, it's the largest deal. So it's 700 million over the next 20 years. The
Yeah,
staple, uh, becoming the Crypto.com arena. That's a
yeah,
$700 million deal over the next 20 years. So it's huge. I mean, that's
yeah.
$35 million a year just for the naming rights of the LA Lakers arena. Now, I understand also the other team, which was their name again?
There's multiple teams that play there. So you got basketball, you got the Lakers and Clippers, and then you now have hockey that plays there again, and the LA Kings play there. And then
Mhm.
along with that, you have all the Oscars, the Grammys is all taking place at Staples Center. So Crypto.com, was really really smart with this. It's not just going to be sporting events at Staples Center. Like I said, the Oscars is held there, the Grammys is held there, most award shows are held there. So it's not just going to be for sporting events that they're going to get their name out there. It's going to be for pretty much every large event, musical, TV, movie industry, and sports. So this is changing. And to put in perspective, the Miami Heat deal with FTX, that was only a $210 million deal for the naming rights for the arena. So you can kind of see the big difference there in Staples Center versus LA versus Miami. They paid an extreme amount more money for that.
Yeah. And it really sounds like, and I know Crypto.com also has MMA, the
Yeah, yeah,
fighting
yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
championship.
yeah. So if you notice when they walk out now, when the fighters walk out, they have a T-shirt on. They're getting checked by the ref. Instead of having the Reebok logo, it used to be the Reebok logo on the T-shirt. It's now the Crypto.com logo with Crypto.com underneath. So yeah, they've taken over MMA too as well. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think there's a big push from Crypto.com, especially in the US, especially with
Hmm.
US fans. So it really sounds like they're trying to take over, and actually they're trying to pass Coinbase. That's what I think they're trying to go after, is to go after Coinbase and become the largest of
Yeah.
all the exchanges, especially for the US market, which
No,
obviously
you're
is the largest market right now.
No, you're 100% right. And, I think they're even trying to, reach a global level too. They're going into F1. They're the official F1 sponsor. That's a
Yeah,
global event,
Formula One.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. So they're also just signed a deal with them too as well. They also signed a deal with another e-gaming called ESL. So they're in the video games, they're in the sports, they're in every realm right now. But that's not the only company doing this. Voyager actually just partnered with Mark Cuban, and they're the official sponsor for the Dallas Mavericks and the Dallas Stars. So you can start. Mark Cuban is allowing people to pay for their tickets with cryptocurrency. So, that's a big step for the crypto world is to buy tickets. Mark Cuban has not just sporting events there. He has, concerts. He has the fair, the Texas State Fair. So, you can start buying these items with crypto. So that is big time.
Yeah, and on the top of that, Voyager get their own car with NASCAR. So
Yeah.
they have a Voyager car that's part of the
Mm-hmm.
NASCAR races. So that's definitely another big thing. Yeah, Voyager is really pushing as well to be out there, pushing their name out there,
Yep.
and they've been doing really well. The guy that invested a ton of money in Solana and made Solana grow like crazy, he's just now pushing and he's investing money in Voyager as well. So
Wow.
Voyager, we've seen the stock go up. It went a little bit down over the past few days because of what happened. But the token VGX, which we had recommended on Crypto Night, has gone crazy. Last I checked, it was at like $4.30. Mind you, it was at $1.80 a month ago. So it's gone already more than 2x in just a month. So
Yeah.
it's growing like crazy. So all those exchanges, they're really starting to really advertise because FTX, that's Phantom, and they're also
Mm-hmm.
an exchange. And so uh, and now you can talk about this because you know better than I do baseball. But during the World Series, also we were seeing
Ro-
FTX, I
ro-
guess.
Yeah, yeah. So everything's digital now. The advertisements were rotating every inning. So we saw that throughout the World Series. They advertised multiple times. There's 7 games. They advertised 7 times. It changed. One game they were in the third inning, the next game they were in the ninth inning. But they did advertise. And again, to go with the World Series. During the World Series, you're seeing the umpire, you're seeing FTX on the back of his jersey every single time. So there's not just exchanges. There's coins out there that are advertising, as well. And to go along with, coins advertising and etc., the Trailblazers itself too. Portland just signed a deal, with Stormex, and Stormex is their official logo on their jersey now. So it's not just exchanges; it's coins, starting to advertise
Yeah.
themselves too.
Well, I mean, Crypto.com, their coin is called Crow, CRO,
Yeah.
and the same over the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's been growing like crazy. I mean,
Hmm.
it's in the top 15 now, I think.
Yeah. 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 No. Yes, sir.
So it's gone way up. I mean, it's just insane the amount that it has grown. If I check right now, Crow, yeah, it's sitting at number 18. It's at
Hmm.
almost 52 cents a
Oh
coin.
wow.
And the thing is, if we look a month a month ago, you could have bought it for 19 cents. So it went from 19
Wow.
cents to 51 cents.
Hmm.
So it is just crazy. And if you look at the end of September, the coin was sitting actually at 15 cents.
Wow. Yeah.
So I mean, they've almost 4x'd, almost 400% in just the month of October, November. So it
Hmm.
is just nuts.
Incredible.
Now,
Yeah.
I heard another news today that there is an Australian team, I believe it's a rugby team,
Hmm.
that they are going to pay their players only in Bitcoin, the whole staff, the players, the staff, the trainer, the coach, everybody who's part of the team, all the employees, from top to bottom, everyone paid in crypto, paid in Bitcoin.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah,
also in their stadium, they're only going to accept payments in crypto. So they're going full crypto. They're the first team to
everything,
completely get away from fiat money.
Wow.
So that's pretty amazing, to see those type of news, and it's going everywhere. I mean, it's happening so fast, and the amounts of money that they are dropping, on the table. I mean,
it's millions of dollars, millions.
Yeah, I mean, I heard Staple really try to fight to keep the name of the arena, but they couldn't compete with Crypto.com.
Rumors are swirling right now that Crypto.com, is 2 to 3 times more higher than Staples or any other bidder, that has ever bid on there. So they're it's kind of like the housing market right now. They're offering 20, 30, 40% over the offering price, and outbidding these people. So, it's kind of the same thing there. So, from the research we've done, or I've seen, it's 2-3 times more than Staples has ever offered or any other bidder. And it's been since 1999. I don't think the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings really wanted to change that. It's pretty iconic. A lot of people know what Staples Center is, but when you get offered that type of money, it's hard to turn down. So
yeah, no, it's pretty amazing, and I think it's gonna make really crypto become a household name, where at this point, I don't think there's anybody that can say, I've never heard of Bitcoin. I mean, at this point, I don't think there's a person on earth, that can pretty much say, well, I've never heard of crypto. I never heard of Bitcoin. Now, they might not know what it does exactly. They may have the wrong idea what's really crypto, what's Bitcoin. But at this point, everyone has heard of it. With all those advertisements and all those sponsorships, I think we're going to see people starting to be like, man, there's got to be something about, I see them everywhere. It's like, well, what's going on? And then people are going to start becoming more and more curious. I don't know if we ever discussed that, maybe in some other video or not, but the internet back in 1999, which, was already maturing. It was not brand new because it already started with CompuServe AOL in the early 90s. But by 1999, early 2000, it was really growing fast, and it had millions and hundreds of millions of users. And at that point, it was growing at the rate of about 63% a year, year over year. Today, the Bitcoin is about 12 years old. And the same, it has reached hundreds of millions of users already. And the growing rate, so in time frame wise, it's pretty much like the year 2000 for the internet. So it's roughly around the same parallel you could draw between the two, except that crypto is growing at 113% a year, year over year. So the thing is, you're seeing the adoption much, much faster than the internet. And the reason being that everybody's got the device and the internet connection already. So it's a lot easier to adopt crypto than back in the late 90s, early 2000, where people may not have had a computer. They had to get an internet connection to get the internet. They had to do a few different things that today they already have it. Literally, you could be on Crypto.com, on Coinbase, on Voyager, or any other platform within minutes. It takes literally just minutes to set up your account. Now, we've seen through some other videos we've done that sometimes there's a little bit of wait time because they're being overwhelmed. I think Voyager was announcing recently that they were signing up over 100 people a minute. That's how fast and how much demand they had is more than 100 people every single minute of every single hour of every single day. They were getting over 100 people signing up to get an account with them. So the growth is just out of this world. And
Definitely.
Steve Ehrlich, the CEO of Voyager, just said the other day, said, it's crazy the growth we're experiencing, but trust me. And he was one of the CEO. He was the CEO of E-Trade in its early days. So he's already experienced crazy growth with the
Yeah,
stock
yeah.
market when all those platforms came out, the E-Trade, the Charles Schwab's, the TD Ameritrade, and all those guys. And
Hmm.
he said, trust me, right now we are at the very, very beginning of crypto. We're barely scratching the surface.
Scratching. Yeah.
So this is going to keep on growing like crazy. Another interesting piece of information I heard, uh, and I think that was from Raoul Pal, who's that ex-golden boy from Goldman
Hmm.
Sachs, who's huge on crypto, and people who know in the community, they know who he is. And Raul was saying that he thinks right now we went all the way up to $3 trillion. That was the whole market
Hmm.
cap of all the cryptos put together. Now we took a little step back. We're down to about 2.6 trillion, something like that.
Hmm.
It's normal, this
Yeah,
little
yeah.
cycles. If it goes up real
Up and
fast, then
downs.
a little
Down.
correction is to be expected.
Hmm.
But he thinks that within the next few years, uh, the whole crypto market will be worth north of $300 trillion. Now,
Wow,
this
that's
is not
incredible.
next year. This is not two
Yeah.
years from now. That's probably 5 to 10 years from now, definitely. But yet his estimation is that it will reach and pass $300 trillion. So it's really going to take the world by storm. I mean, it's going to be one of the largest industry, we've ever seen. So that's really gonna be gigantic.
No, yeah, I agree with you. And to kind of piggyback on that, my parents, aren't, very big into, crypto, coins, investing. But as soon as this news broke, my dad was in Dallas. He texted me this week, and he wanted to get involved. Just being on, Staples Center, they're enticing, the older generation, like, oh, this is not just a fad. This is something that's going to be around for a long time. So you're kind of seeing, these changes in the sports world, these advertisement that they're doing, they're enticing a whole nother sector that they haven't even touched yet, and that is the older generation. So this could really entice these people to start investing and pushing the market up or pushing the market down depending on how they do. But that is a big change I'm seeing now with the Staples Center, with all the logos on the jerseys, that the older generation is kind of realizing. When the internet first came out, they were saying it was a fad. My parents have been saying it's a fad. Family members have been saying it's a fad. So they're kind of realizing this isn't a fad anymore.
Yeah, no, definitely. Was there any other sports or any other thing you wanted to
The only
mention?
the only thing I wanted to add is, if you guys are soccer fans, true soccer fans, AC Milan, just signed a partnership with the shoulder. Soccer has advertisement everywhere on their jerseys, but on the shoulder here, BitMEX, BitMEX Exchange will be on there. Also, a cool, kind of sob story here. Socios, the coin, helps a European soccer team back on its feet. This European soccer team, lost $9 billion during COVID. They were going to have to, kind of close their, facilities. It's in Milan, just so you guys know the team. And, Socios is now their, official logo, socios.com on the back of their jersey. They're keeping the company afloat, not the company, but the team itself, afloat. They're not going to go under anymore. The team is still going to exist. And, they did this, because they're, Inter Milan fans themselves, but they didn't want to see, the team dissolve, so that's kind of a heartwarming story if you guys wanted to look into that. But other than that, from my side, Boris, that's all I really wanted to add about sports.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Colton. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. and we hope this video helps, and we'll see you next time on another Crypto Night video. Thank you. Bye-bye. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.